All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar-Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya coming at you again with a quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Today's lesson is accountability breeds responsibility. Now, it's a saying, all right? Now, it says a quote referring to an individual who holds themselves accountable because they are responsible for responding appropriately at any and all times, all right? So, when you come to this truth, you have to hold yourself accountable and responsible, and vice versa. And they have a play on each other, all right? Because when you know the how do you say, when you know the heaviness of this truth and what it carries, you will start to think. You have to count the cost on everything that you do, even coming into this truth, what you may lose compared to what you are going to gain if you endure to the end. And to know how precious this thing is, and how precious the flock, the church, the lambs of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are. All right, you're responsible. You're accountable. It says, know the state of thy flock. All right. So a lot comes with that. When you read Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, all right, and things of that nature, and the Lord says, if you don't warn the wicked, and that wicked man is going to die in his wickedness, but the Lord is going to hold you accountable for his blood, and vice versa. You got to get the blood off your hands, man. All right? And for you niggas that's not taking this thing seriously, you lukewarm, or you're not plowing, or you got a lot of blood on your hands, or if you preaching a false doctrine, the Lord is going to hold you accountable and responsible for that. Okay? So how much more in righteousness, man? All right, and this is for all the brothers, man. All right? You have to take that talent and go out and do the work. You are accountable. You are responsible. Or you have to be. Because if not, the Lord is going to deal with you, man. All right? The Lord is going to deal with you. All right, Shalaki, brothers. I'm currently doing some nifty driving. Looks like it was an accident up here. So I got a bust a U-turn. Shalaki, bear with me. It's always an accident under this damn bridge over where I stay. Shalaki. All right, but you're responsible. You're accountable, man. All right, and the Lord is going to make you eat your words. That's why you have to count the cost. All right, you don't come into this thing pussyfooting around or one leg in, one leg out. No, you give yourself wholly into this thing, man. Because if you don't finish the course, you don't finish the race, you don't endure to the end. If you don't do those things, you're going to be judged harshly. Matter of fact, with many stripes, man. It's better for you to not have known than to know. So coming to this truth alone, the Lord is holding you accountable. All right? And if you truly believe and fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to hold yourself at a certain standard. Now, yes, righteous man fall. You ain't going to be able to do the things you really want to do for the spirit at all times. Like, I want to do a video. Hey, sometimes, it's like that. All right? But you still have to have that willingness, right? That might to fight through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And and to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Because if you truly fear, hey, you know what comes with not finishing the race: death and destruction, damnation. All right? All those things come with that. All right? Can you imagine standing in front of the judgment seat and the Lord bring up, well, what about these 30 men you refused to correct? You could have had everything else right, but you didn't correct these men, which is part of the scriptures. It's part of the doctrine to reprove. And you didn't warn the wicked of their ways. What you gonna do? Hey, take the example of Eli and his sons. All right? The Lord held him, accountable and responsible for that. Because as a man of the Lord, as a prophet, he was supposed to correct his sons. In fact, he was supposed to put them to death. Okay? That's why you have to be careful not to offend one of the little ones, man. Hey, Yahushua was, he was accountable and responsible for the things he's done. All right? And I mean in the spiritual sense, as knowing what he did as Adam and Solomon. All right? And what did he say? He said, it is finished. He did all that he had to do. The same with us. We have to finish the race, man. We have to lead the sheep, guide them. Right? Like the Lord gave us pastors. We are pastors into the newcomers, proselytes. All right? And we have to guide them in the same way that our elders guided us. And it's still guiding us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? A lot of people don't want to come to the truth because they don't want to be responsible. They don't want to be held accountable. Hey, like Jeremiah say, Murphy, all right? He always talks about accountability, man. And a lot of these niggas just can't take it. You're accountable and responsible when you're on the watchtower, man. And you see some shit and you don't blow the trumpet. Hey, the whole goddamn city is gonna fall, and you're gonna be accountable and responsible for that, man. So don't be like Ezekiel 13 and you niggas not filling up the gaps, or being dumb dogs that don't bark. You are responsible and accountable. So one way or another, you're going to pay, right? And it's better to be accountable and responsible in righteousness than in wickedness, man. All right? You have to hold yourself to a certain standard, man. This ain't no any old thing that we got ourselves into, man. This is very precious, man. Very so precious that only 144,000 prophets are selected. When you talk about that elect number, and I mean the 144 and the multitude, that's a small number compared to how many people are on this earth. That's a very small number compared to how many Israelites there actually are. It's a selective group. It's a selective pedigree. It's a selective history. It's a selective glory. It's a certain prestige that everybody's not welcome into. So that's why indeed you have to make your calling and election sure. Which means you have to go out and do the work. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself responsible. Even when it comes to you and your damn self and the demons that you have to deal with. You better learn how to, you better know how to use these scriptures to defend yourself through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that comes with reading, praying, and fasting. And faith on top of that. You got to have the faith. So I just want to touch on that, brothers. I ain't going to hold you too long. I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Makar Kadash. Double honors to thee, all apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Bye, bye.